We are in the hottest neighborhood in Miami right now. This is Edgewater. From selling LA to selling Miami, I'm Maya Vander and I'm here in Edgewater. In this video, I'm going to cover why people are moving to Edgewater. Why is it so hot and popular? What are the benefits of living in Edgewater? And of course, what can you get for your money here in Edgewater? So what makes people move to Edgewater? Let me tell you, number one is the location. Not everyone loves the craziness of Brickell, so they prefer to come to Edgewater because it's more quiet. You're very close to the bay, so you get an amazing views from your condo. You're talking about being close to Brickell. You're talking about Miami Beach. You have Wynwood and Design District. So it's kind of like a nice hidden pocket right on the bay. When I moved to Miami, Edgewater was just getting started, and seeing all these amazing development in the last few years, it's just mind-blowing, and I'm going to mention those in the next few minutes in my video. Edgewater has so many great things to it. Besides the awesome views, you have an amazing path that people can just run and can take their dog out. So you have parks, you have dog parks, you have playground. It's very, very peaceful, but yet super close to the craziness. So let's talk about who is moving to Edgewater. I will say it's an interesting mix. You have young professionals who work in Brickell but not necessarily want to be in Brickell. You have young families because all the playground and parks, that's perfect just for kids. You have investors who wants to park their money in Edgewater in a nice condo building. They come to Miami, maybe they will rent it out to make some income. Edgewater is just perfect for so many people for so many good reasons. So I just bumped into Priscilla. She lives in Brickell, but she's thinking on moving to Edgewater. So what's the reason? Tell us.
Oh my goodness. I mean, look at this place. It's gorgeous. Yeah, you have, a water view mixed with the city view in the background. And you have this beautiful long stretch of park here. And I have a baby and a dog, so it makes it super convenient after a long day of work to walk my dog along the water, take my son to the park. It's just a beautiful little stretch of land. It's super close to the beach, but also close to Brickell. So
right.
I love the convenience of where it's located. And, it's a very family-oriented area in Miami, if I would say, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, and this is what we talked about earlier in this video, like why Edgewater? It attracts young professionals, but also families because of that space, which is so unique to your point. Brickell doesn't have it. You have a lot of bars and restaurants, which is fun, but sometimes you want the peace of mind. Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
And to the point that you touched, coming from living in Brickell, getting out of Brickell sometimes can be very hectic with the traffic.
Right.
Here in this side of town, in Edgewater, you have a little bit less hectic traffic in the morning, and it's a very walkable, convenient area.
Right.
Also, a lot of shopping that is opening up. Whole Foods is opening up.
I know, I'm all about Whole Foods. You know how I know a good area is a good area? When Whole Foods is coming. Because when Whole Foods open their stores, or Trader Joe's also, they do a big market study. And based on that, they evaluate, okay, should we open a store here? So I trust Whole Foods for coming here to Edgewater.
Exactly. We have Whole Foods, we have Publix, and then we have down 10-minute drive, we have Trader Joe's.
Perfect.
Yes.
All my stores. I want to ask you another question separately from you moving to Edgewater. You do loans.
I do.
Wow, we sell a lot of condos. Tell us, what are the challenges that you see now with condos, whether if it's older construction? Listen, older construction will probably have assessments. New construction will have litigation at some point. So how do we go about financing a condo for a buyer?
So good question. I'm actually really happy you asked that because we are currently facing a lot of new regulations in the condo space due to, our collapse of a building by the beach, the Surfside building that collapsed a few years ago. And because of that new law, we're having to really take in consideration the new payments that may come. Aside from your mortgage payment, whenever you do purchase a condo in Miami, you'll have to become aware of the litigations, like you mentioned, that may come in place. So if you own a condo currently and your building is 30 to 40 years older, you may want to, take in consideration there may be special assessments required.
So either bounce out before or prepare literally 100,000 K per assessments per unit. It's insane.
So I do recommend for you to look into the age of the building, the structure of the building, how good it's maintained. Edgewater here has a lot newer builds.
Right.
So you really don't have to worry about that here in this area. But also talk to your real estate agent like yourself, and to a lender when it comes to knowing what area you're purchasing in, what building you're buying your condo in, and what exactly is your budget.
So we talked about it in other videos as well. Yeah, condos can be challenging to purchase here in Miami. I will say I've seen a lot of condos in Brickell, Edgewater, downtown, that you cannot even buy a condo with like 10% down. A lot of them require 25% down. Is this because lack of reserves or the ratio between tenant occupied to owner occupied? What is the reason that they require the 25% down?
So I would say it's because of the responsibility that the lender has to take. So whenever you have someone that's coming in with 10% versus 20%, the lender has to cover that responsibility, right? So they take that risk on more. You do have condos that will work with you in regards to the down payment you're giving, but it does come down to the loan amount you're qualifying for versus what you currently make. If it's for a conventional loan, like you wanting to live in that condo,
right,
you have to qualify based on your income. So there is flexibility when it comes to the loans. I myself do loans a lot, so it all comes down to what is a property going to be for, what is the intent to, if you're going to rent it out versus living it. All of those factors come into play when it comes to the down payment.
We sell a lot here, and definitely we need always a good lender, because literally you can get to the finish line and then the lender does not approve you, and then we are in back to the drawing board. Yeah, so one.
Yeah, it's always good to have a good realtor on your side and a decent lender that can really advocate for you to find you the dream condo you want to purchase and get you the funds. The funds are important.
Right. No money, no honey.
No money, no honey.
Thanks, Priscilla. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, Edgewater has the best developments in the entire city, and we're going to talk about a few of them. Let's talk about the Edition residences. The building will feature 185 luxury residences ranging from 1 to 4 bedroom condos. The Edition is developed by Two Roads Development and designed by Architectonicad. The Edition will have world-class amenities, from state-of-the-art fitness centers, spa and yoga studio, rooftop pool with stunning city views. Starting at $1.7 million, you can make your Edition residences here in Edgewater your home. I want to talk about another Miami's most exciting luxury waterfront new development, Aria Reserve, which will be completed in the summer of 2025. You're talking about a $1.2 billion project coming this summer. Aria Reserve have 2 towers, 62 stories each. What's so unique and special about Aria Reserve, you have 5.2 acres of development, 547 feet of water frontage, 2 acres of amazing, beautiful amenities. Most of the units at Aria Reserve sold out. The remaining inventory that you can secure right now will range between $3 million to $4 million. Villa Miami is another beautiful pre-construction project developed by David Martin and 1000 Group. This 55-story tower is said to be an amazing addition in the Miami skyline. Villa Miami offers a unique arrival options, whether you arrive in by boat or you arrive in by your helicopter to your rooftop helipad. If you want to secure a unit at Villa Miami, prepare to cut a check for $5.35 at minimum. The market here in Edgewater is booming. It's a great time to buy. 2026, 2027 will be even more amazing with all this development that we are seeing right now. Thank you for joining me for another video here in Edgewater. If you're looking to buy or sell, send me an email. I'm happy to help. And please remember to like, subscribe, write your comments. Till next time.